Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm a little bit upset, not that you care, but I will share with you nevertheless. I just read a few excerpts uh, from the Iliad, written by Homer, the Greek author, Bard, whatever you want to call him, Bard. And I'm upset that after reading those excerpts, I compared that with the level of civilization, the culture we are fed nowadays. Garbage. Garbage. And our children are given that. When I was in school in a communist system, I was supposed to read that book, I think in the sixth, seventh grade or something like that. If you give that to a guy, a kid, nowadays in school, he won't understand shit. Nothing. Nothing. That's how the level of our education is. So let's move on here. As you know, this is not related with this article. The article is related to the May 9th commemoration of a victory of some ideals or against other ideals. And there were some people who made a supreme sacrifice with their lives to repel and defeat ultimately that evil. I'm talking about the Second World War. I'm talking about in this case, the Soviet army made out of humans. Humans of Russian nationality, Soviet nationality, however you want to call it. They were not only Russians, they were Ukrainians, they were Romanians, there were Belarusians, there were many other people who fought in this war, a war. And then you have here an article in Poland where we have a Russian ambassador, you know, going to commemorate in a cemetery the sacrifice of this young man. Each person's character is not judged by the words the person utters. I can tell you you're beautiful, you're fantastic. I love freedom, I love truth, I love everything. It's one thing doing it, it's another thing saying it. In this case, a person is valued or assessed by his or her actions, not the words. Words are cheap. So let's go and see here an article from Republic World, May 9th, 2022. And we read this. The Russian ambassador to Poland was doused with red paint while laying flowers at the cemetery of Soviet soldiers. The Russian ambassador to Poland was doused with red paint on Monday. You see, people have freedom of speech. I'm all for it. Freedom of expression. I'm all for it. But your actions show who you are. In this case, this guy represents the Russian people, their culture, their history in Poland. He doesn't represent Putin. He doesn't represent the Russian government. So the misguided people who choose to hurt a person they don't know anything about. They don't know if this guy is good, bad, has children, has a wife, has some, misgivings, failures, successes. They don't know who this person is, if he's hurt, if he's happy, if he cries every night for certain reasons, if he was abused, if he was not abused. They don't know. Nevertheless, he's at the receiving end of some people who choose to express their freedom of expression and free speech by painting this person, with red paint. This guy came to a cemetery to commemorate the ultimate sacrifice of some youth. some young people who crossed Poland and pushed the German Wehrmacht back. You can say, well, the communists took over with the help of the Western country, by the way. Uh, you can say that, but those people over there who are in the ground, buried, is that their fault? They had families, they have parents who cried after them or for them. Maybe they have children. Maybe they had wives. Is because Putin, Lavrov, Peskov, Shoigu, Zakharova, if it's not a symbol of destroying the ideology of the German government in the 30s and 40s, at least, respect the people who are buried over there. You don't like them? Well, take them out and send them to Russia. Or maybe you just put them in a pile over there and burn their bones. I mean, it's going to show something that you've done before as humans, right? But we were called savages doing such a thing. You want them out? Take them out. Send them to Russia. Blow them up. Your actions will show who you are. Well, it's unfortunate that the hatred is misguided. Because if you go deeper into who's who and who did what, you realize that we are humans. And because of some bad dudes, crimes occur. And due to the system we are incorporated in, we do certain things that sometimes are right, sometimes are wrong. So if these people, if they don't like the Russian ambassador coming over there, would they greet like they greet the German president? They greet the German president 2 weeks ago in Warsaw. The same people. Why? Why are they good and these guys are bad? Just because what's happening right now in a different country than yours? Russia did not attack Poland at this point, as far as I know. The Second World War was about Germany, wasn't it? So if you reason the same way you reasoned in this instance, then you should have waited for the German president and the chancellor with the same red paint. Why didn't you? Because you are below 86 IQ, but you have the right to be like that. You have the right to be like that. I'm going to defend your right to be like that. But I will judge you looking at your actions. I'm not defending the Russians, the Poles, the Germans. Disclaimer for people with weak spirits. I'm just pointing out that we, the little fish, we are maneuvered by other people and we do such things like this when actually it's not his fault, the Soviet soldiers' fault, the Polish guy, people's fault. It's not their fault. But anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.